Hey Stampers, Gaynor again. Now I was going through my little scraps bin and it was chocker full of half card bases, white and black. I keep the white cards, so I keep the black, and any bigger pieces. I know even some of this is out of date, but I'm retired, but it's great for backing up sentiments and stuff like that. Got a little bit of silver. So I went through my stash. Apart from these neutral colours, which are some of the new ones, and the lemon lolly, I went through and paired up cardstock. So I've got Blackberry Bliss, and I've got, I think this is Lost Lagoon, but I just held them together to make cards. And I've ran them through embossing folders. This one's through the exposed brick. This one is from the Woodland. I know they're old, but I've paired the garden green with some early espresso. I think that one is garden green and mossy meadow. Then we got pecan pie and pecan. What colour's that? I've forgotten. Pecan pie and pumpkin pie, should I say. And then we've got some Cajun Craze with the basic beige with again another piece of early espresso, and I've got Pool Party and Night of Navy. Now these I've run through on the swirls, that new large embossing folder. These two I run through on the spiral. I just put two pieces in and run it through. This one's called Simply Striped, and then obviously you've seen the other two. So I'm not promising I'm gonna make 8 cards, but I've got 8 cards, 8 layers. I'm fetching in this beautiful Thoughtful Journeys Designer Series paper, and this one I haven't used any of this yet, and some of these colours not totally match, but I think would go perfect in here. We've got Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Misty Moonlight, Moody Mauve, Mossy Meadow, and Wild Wheat. I've got a Nature's Texture old stamp set. It's retired, and I don't think I've ever used it. I think I've pulled them out to put the labels on. Oh yeah, one I haven't even put the label on it. I just pulled it out, but I don't think I used it. But it's a brand new set, and it's retired, and I used to buy lots of sets. And I've fetched in the Unbound Beauty for Sentiments, and I've cut, because it comes with dies, and I've literally cut every single one of these out just to save on video time. And they're all here. I'm not saying, some of them are just floral patterns, some of them will just say hello, but some layer up with other frames. So you've got this one that layers up with these beautiful pieces, you know, for texture and whatever. I think that layers up with that, I don't know. And then you've got another piece here. I think they just add a little bit of texture. There's some more floral ones here with this label. Oh my goodness. Now that's the center of that one, so you can stamp and relayer it. And then you've got layers. Maybe I've cut them out the wrong way round, I don't know, but then you've got layers to go on top. Then you've got standard labels. This come off this one. This one come off this little stitched one, believe it or not, so you could layer that up. I've only done them in white, so I'm going to try and keep, there we go, some more little tiny pieces there. That one come off that one somewhere. And then you've got another sentiment with stitching on. Then this one, and that one goes with there, and another circle. I did have a circle somewhere. This is the center for this one, so you can stamp a label on there. This one comes out of there, and it also layers up on here. I've done things with these before. And then there's 2 different types of circles with stitching on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's enough there to do 9 different labels. and I might use the stamp set as well. So let's pop them to one side. And I'm also using this gorgeous paper. These are Blackberry Bliss, again that's the colour, Boho Blue, Cajun Craze, Calypso Coral, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Peach Pie, Petunia Pot, Pool Party, Pretty Peacock and Wild Wheat. So these two paper pads will go with the cardstock that I've picked out. I fetched in the Mossy Meadow, Pecan Pie, Night and Navy, Basic Beige, Lost Lagoon and Pool Party. And I've also fetched in two colours of the blends, which is the Crumb Cake and the Lost Lagoon, just in case, you never know. So I'm not going to be stamping apart from sentiments. We're going to tear some papers, we're going to cut some papers, we're just going to have some fun. So I've got my inks ready, and if my battery runs out, then it runs out. It does say full, but no, I did a half an hour video, so I think I've got about an hour, well, about 55 minutes left. So yeah, these will probably be the only stamps that I use. I've got the twine that matches the last year's in colours, so we've got those, and I've also got lots of Baker's twine in white, blues, pinks, yellows. I've got twine in green, I've got my dimensionals and everything else. So we're just going to have a play around, literally have a play around, and I'm not going to get the scoreboard out for any of the cards. I might get my little guillotine out to cut these panels down in case we decide to do, because there's no point me having a card base and then covering it all up completely so you can't see it. I do love this pattern though. I think these patterns alone bring a lot to a card, so I like this on this side. Oh, I've also got my tub of circles. These are from a previous video that I've cut out, and I've got a load of butterflies that I cut out a long time ago, so I've got plenty of little bits to go on with. So let's get some chopping. I'm going to strip off the back. So my card bases are all 4 1/8 by 5 7/8, and I'm going to cut this down to, I think I might just cut this down to 3 3/4, and I'm going to take off, I'm going to take a little bit off each. So I'm going to take this one down to 5, oh look, so 5 5/8 on that side, and then 5 1/2, no, 5, I'm going to leave that as 5 5/8. You can choose to keep these little bits, but for this video I don't think I will. I just want the card showing, so I want to try and keep it equal. But that is pretty on its own. Love it. So I'm going to use the copper clay, which more or less goes with, what, a pain in my chest. It's okay. So I want about the same length as my card with a little overhang. So let's cut that off. And it's really thick, this twine. Very thick indeed. But it will come apart. Or it should do. So carefully untwist it. I want it to look rough. I want it to look not finished. So she says, trying to undo it. Untwist. Well, if I'd have known that, I'd have separated it. Oh, look, it's ripped it before the video. Gaynor, you're heavy-handed. Now I can't find my end. Just untwist. There it is. So they would. That is about long enough. Push. So now I'm going to separate the other two because it's very, very thick. See, why couldn't the other two come apart like that? So we've got some strands. Let's get some double-sided tape. And I'm going to put it this end. I'm going to keep a little bit out as well. A pokey tool. My desk is going to be absolutely stinking, but I don't mind. So I'm just going to tack them on at first. Oh, that's a short one. That will fit, but literally it's going to give me the shortest of lengths. But I might keep that one straight. So I'm going to crisp that over. The middle one then is my shortest one. I'm going to tuck that over. I'm going to tuck that over. Wow, I'm even going to grab some more tape. Just so I know that other little piece won't come up. And a little bit for over the top. Just to make sure they stay in place. It's so sticky, this tape. Bone folder. Chop off the excess. Just take the backings off. She says when I can get a grip of it. There we go. There we go. I'm just going to scoot. I'm quite happy with that actually. Wow, that was stiff. I must have a blockage in. There we go. I think I just pulled it off the top. There we go. It's only such a small opening. Over that tape. I wouldn't recommend this embossing folder being pressed down the other way round. You know when you can use normally both sides, the embossed and the debossed. And I don't really want to rub. I'm going to go in between those bubbles. I don't want to squash them. But it's basically down. And I'm going to look. See, I made this ages ago with a scene. This is from a die that I think that might be a little bit too big. Maybe I'll use that on something else. But I want to try and pick some papers. I wonder if that would go there. Gaynor's having a nose. I like that one. But I'm not going to mess around with other bits of paper yet. I want something that will go with the cardstock basically. Maybe that would go across there. Why not? Then I could slide that under there. And this was it 3.5 or 3 3/4? 3 3/4. Let's do that. Just for now. Love the way these grasses are growing up, and they're growing up. Oh no, it's too pink for this card. I'm going to slide that just under there. I should have added dimensionals, but it will stick if I put a block on there now. without squashing it down, but it'll keep that paper on just until we tack it down. Let's grab ourselves something cute. I might even use one of these if it's long enough, just to tie a little bow up there. Not a bow, but a knot. See if I can twist it round twice. Again, it's got fat fingers. It's a bit delicate, but oh yes, a rustic look. I'll give that a trim in a minute. Oh, that's cute. I'm just going to trim that one a little bit. That's better. And let's come up with a sentiment. Are we going to use one of these beautiful circles? Now that's going to hide my paper, but I think they're really cute, these. Too big. Maybe I could have one of these that just says hello. Let me grab some ink. Again, has lost. There we go. I lost my stamps there. I ain't even got any. Yeah, this is how organised I am. I haven't even got anything out yet, so I don't even know what I'm going to put. Best of luck. Yeah, I quite like that. Let's see if we can find that. Best of luck. Let's see if it'll fit. Oh, just about. Maybe. Let's see. Will that best of luck go better on that circle? Yes, it will. Oh, that's nice. What colours did I fetch in ink? We have got pecan pie. Oh, let's do that actually. I don't want to go with jet black. I always use jet black. So with it being a brand new stamp, I'm just rubbing it on my desk. It takes that film and stops my sentiment looking blotchy. So let's pull that down. And I don't have to use a pressure mat because it's cushioned lino. It gives me really good contact. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Clean and crisp. I'm going to pop that over. I've got dimensionals as well as small and large, as well as my glue dots. I've got my cleaning cloth, which I've just cleaned and rehydrated. And look at that, comes up like new. I do like that actually, that's best of luck. Got my little tin. Am I going to see? I think that I'm going to put that just down there, because we always tend to go up in the top corner or the bottom corner, always on the right side for some reason. I've got these beautiful gems which come in pecan pie, calypso coral and pool party. So I'm going to gain some use out of these, and I love the dots on this. So I'm going to go large dot there, and I'm just going to cover one of these dots up. Doesn't matter if I push it down and break it, because, and that one's going to go and push down on that small dot. And then I think I might just go back to a large. Yeah, and I'm going to put it over that dot. So it still follows the pattern line. You could have even just used a pen. There is card one. Absolutely gorgeous. We've got texture. We've got beautiful stamping and more dimension. We've got a piece of pattern paper. And we've got some beautiful, beautiful gemstones. We could even fetch in a little drizzle of our Winker Stella just to add For some reason, do you know when you get one of these sometimes and it doesn't want to work the way all your other ones have? Oh, there you go. Now it's drippy all over my hand. And this is a brand new one. I always get a better colour after I've refilled them, believe it or not. And I'm just going to add some sparkle to those flowers. So I'm not squeezing, I'm just scooping it off my hand. Beautiful. Look, I'm covered. I got the sparkle on, but because it's an alcohol rub, it comes off easy peasy. And then we added a bit of sparkle onto our card. We got gems, and that's card 1. Woohoo! Right, we now are doing pecan pie again with this gorgeous pumpkin pie. I will add pieces of cardstock to the center later so I can write a message. All my cards, 99.9% of them toddle off to a beautiful charity for children in need or help the aged. I'm going to literally cut this pattern in half. And I'm going to take it down to about 2.5. I'm going to use that on something else. I've got some white cardstock here. I'm just hoping it's long enough, unless it's not long enough. But that is long enough. Oh, just it'll give me a gorgeous white border. So that's 2.5. Let's do 2 5/8. And then this needs to be 5 5/8. And this needs to be 5 3/4. So while we're here, we'll cut this piece down as well to 5 5. No, I'll keep that one at 5 3/4. Just in case we use that on something else. Just so we got a nice little border. Maybe we can prepare next time. I don't want to plan stuff because I know I've had to plan and make the cards in the first place. I'd sooner just show you how easy it is just to get something off the top of your head. Lay it down on a piece of cardstock, and it's never wrong. You can never go out of your way and say, oh, I messed this card up. You could never mess a card up. You can't. It's impossible because a handmade card comes from the imagination. And I think having a great imagination is absolutely crucial to creating beautiful cards. So let's see what we've got in here. Maybe these colours are not quite right for this. Oh, look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, mind you, do you think that would go? Yeah, that would look nice. So I know we've cut, but we're only going to need a strip because we just want the pattern to seep through. So let's cut a 2-inch, and it's non-directional, this paper. So let's cut, say, 1 3/4. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it, love it, love it, love it. And then we'll cut this down to 5 3/4. And I'll get another one cut down at 5 3/4 in case we use it on something else. I mean, I don't mind throwing little bits like that away. It's because normally we have the piece of design. I mean, that looks pretty on there, beautiful, but we want the shape that we've cut out this time to speak to us, not just the designer series paper. At least this way you know for a fact I haven't got anything planned. I'm going to keep them floral parts that way. Nice little border. And then I'm going to pop this on dimensionals. And let's press, 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 press. And once you press them, take your finger at the side and just waft it off. And you haven't got to sit, just waft with the side of your finger. And sometimes you might have to move around the dimensional, but 9 times out of 10. Right, now we're going to have this pattern this way. I've got one just, I need to pop him straight. That's it. So we could have the pattern this way. I think we're going to have the circles towards the center. And we could have gone away with cutting it at 1.5, but we'd have had a gap, and I don't want a gap, so I'm keeping that level there. Oh, it looks beautiful. We could have had this card even bending this way, and maybe we can. Oh, there's a first. So let's get our scoreboard out. See, you definitely know I'm doing it now. So I'm going to flip the card. I can see from underneath that, and I'm not going to guarantee we'll get that blade out of the way. So 2 3/4 with a tiny gap. Let's see if that hasn't even scored it. So let's get my other scoreboard out. At least I can press. So let me put my score line there. I can see my card is butting up to the number 3. That's got it. It's not the perfect straight line, but once we start to manipulate, we can straighten it out. Now I'm going to keep this edge tight. And go in with my bone folder there. Because we've added dimensionals, I can get under there too. And then I'm going to fold that way as well. And then back on my score line. So our recipient will get the card. Then open it up. And it will just give a slight easel effect. Or we could even keep it so when they open the card, it sticks out like a triangle, and we'll put a stopper in here. So let me grab one of these labels. That would be nice to keep that as a stopper if we put that on dimensionals. And now we need words. And let's see what we can have. You make the world a better place. So just, oh, that's a new shape card. Look at that. It's a triangle angle card. So what I might do is finish that strip in there. So when a card's flat, open it up. Our triangle angle card will fit just like that. Oh, we've made a new shape card, girls. So let's pop this on dimensionals, and we won't need that as a stopper then. So we can use our inside cards as a stopper where the DSP is. A triangle stopper card. There's a new one. Making it up as we go along. And who says it's got to be scored down the centre? Who says it can only open? It's got to open up perfectly. Beautiful. Add a piece of white cardstock in there. And then when the recipient opens, that will literally sit against that gorgeous designer series paper. I know it's got a little bit of cracking. My fault. But you get your wild wheat pen along there. I don't have it with me at the minute. That's going to be our stopper. Isn't that cute? It's not pushed on with this. It's pushed on with the cardstock underneath. So let me get the... This is dark crayon tape. I'm just going to go along that edge. And fill in where those little cracks. Nobody's even going to know. I'm not going to bother where the flower's white. I'm just going to go along. You can't even see that now. You can't even see no cracking. So recipient gets the card, opens it up, and there's stoppers there. And we can put a little sentiment. I'm going to have my sentiment. I think I'm going to use this, and this time I'm going to put just for you. When I can find it, just for you. There it is. Oh, that's a nice one. And we've already got the pecan pie out for the moment. Again, let's just make sure it fits on our circle. Ooh, I think it might, you know. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll test it on the back first. Let's see if that... Oh, it looks lovely actually. So we can spin that back over. Poke that on there. Oh, that's lovely. Love that. Get my cleansing cloth. And we've got some of those beautiful little flowers that we cut out. So let's pop a dimensional on the back. So our card is opened with the stopper. We're going to put the just for you in the centre here. And you know these flowers we cut out from this shape? I'm just going to glue, because I'm not going to overlap them on this frame. It was a bit too wide for that one. So I'm just going to... And if you prep all your bits first, you can throw these out quickly. I'm going to pop this. Oh, look at that. Them holes have lined up just right. And I'm going to kill the ends, because I haven't glued all the way to the edge. I've even got one of these beautiful butterflies. It's got a little... What's up with that piece? Got a little piece. I think that was it. Some of the inside. Because that will lay flat if I only glue that in the centre. Pop that just on there. And because only the glue is in the centre, when our little butterfly, and then when the card steps up, so when they open the card, it sits like a lovely little triangle. We got our gorgeous butterfly, the flower. I like that. Right, oh, that's a new shape card, girls. Let me grab a piece of inside card, slightly smaller, and I don't mind that. I'm going to cut that to 2.5. I've got a crash bang wallop everywhere. So let's just see. I think 2.5 is definitely going to be plenty. Oh, actually we'll do 2.25. Better to have too much than not enough. Keep these strips, you never know what they'll go on. Oh, and look at that, fits beautiful. It's a little bit shorter, but we can lift that up. Perfect. And it's just somewhere for you to write a message. Like that. It's not overstepping. So we've got a cute little card. Flat shut is cute. And then when we open, they'll see the message. And they can flick it to a little V-shaped card. I love it. And because I've used Calypso pumpkin pie, I'm going to use the Calypso coral dots. And again, I'm going to flatten one of these. And a small one. I'm going to put on this side. And then go back to a large. And just come up here and squash that one. That is cute. Oh, these card pieces I had in my scrap bin are turning out to be beautiful. Winker Stella, just up the body of the butterfly. Maybe some shimmer on the wings as well. Just to give some glamour to the card. Don't worry if you get it on the card stuck underneath. It will dry clear. Come on, get some. I think I might have to have a new nib for this. There we go, it's coming out. Oh, just some shimmer on our butterfly. Isn't that cute? We got. I can see it. I know it's there. I can see it. But what a cute card. We've made a new design as well. Woohoo! We got our triangle pop-up card with its own little DSP stopper. I like that. Woohoo! Different shape cards. We're coming up with it, girls. Let's make it as we go along. So now we've got the swirly pattern. I think this card stock is beautiful for mail cards, especially mail cards who like a little bit of floral going on, because we do have a lot of gentlemen that do gardening. So I'm going to trim this down. I'm going to have this at 5 5/8 by 3 7/8. Again, you can keep these little bits if you want to pop them on a card. I love the swirly. I think just sometimes a piece of cardstock run through an embossing folder is perfect. Nice bit of ribbon going around it. Nice sentiment. Bit of oh, I'll tell you what, we could turn this into a mail card. Let's get that on there just to make sure it's even. Wow, that's so cute. We could even do it this way. Let's get this. Oh, we've got this bit as well. Oh, let's trim that down. We're using up scraps, so 5 5/8. Let's just make sure that's going to fit. Perfect. So we've got 2 types of embossing folder on this one. Wow, I think I might have to get a go back to my bigger nozzle. You know, you're trying to do 2 things. Oh, let's do it through the center. Let's just make sure it's nice and straight. Wow, that's going to be a beautiful mail card. We can pop that down there, and let's grab a strip of designer sales paper for a nail. Let's see what we've got here. look, I've still got some of this coffee, a little latte paper. I know it's run out of, it's retired, but a little piece of that go in as a little, oh, I like that. Let's do that. Let's do this 3 inches by 3 by 2. Let's see if I've got any brown cardstock in my bin. Oh no, that's not going to go. But a little bit of black will. I think that will contrast well. I don't think I've got any brown. No, I've used all my scraps up. What about the yellow? Oh, that might work. What about a base of mustard yellow? Oh, I think I prefer the yellow. So don't go throwing. I dwindled my sauce down. Let's do this. Just trim that. And that off to 3 1/8. Take the side off. Straight and do this to 2 1/8. We could use one of them for labels, but I'm gonna get all these beautiful male color cards together. I mean, it's just a pattern. We don't have to tell everybody it's a coffee bean. I think I'm gonna put that way. I'm gonna grab dimensionals. And I'm literally just putting one either end. Been watching quite a lot of ladies make cards, and you know, some of them just use up scraps. And I'm thinking, I've got so many scraps. Oh, I think that's quite cute. I like that. Oh, I'll keep them bits of card papers out for now. And sentiment wise, I think that would fit across there, or just in there. Or we could do this beautiful label. Do you know, I'm looking, and it's definitely the ridge is up. So let's see what else we've got here. Well, I've got these cute little stamp sets. My favourite thing. My sunshine. Wonderfully. I know they're not going to fit on there, but they're a little bit big. They're for the inside of card. Oh, I love you no matter what. Oh, I like that one. Oh, that's too big. Oh, let's do the happy birthday from here. Get blocked. And what you want to do is line up your label, stick your block on and keep it straight, and then pop, and I'm sorry my head's in the way, but pop your happy and then your birthday. I mean, who says they've got to line up perfect? Making sure it's nice and straight. Oh, that's going to be crooked. I mean, you could even do it like Gaynor does it. So I'm going to have my happy this side and my birthday, which is already on, so I'll make sure it's nice and straight. scrape that on, and we're gonna have to go. Let's go pecan pie again. I'm loving this colour, by the way. Can you tell? And again, we can always stamp it on the back as a sample, just to make sure. And my birthday's a little bit off, so I'm gonna eyeball it. And just try. Keep that. And with it being photopolymer this time, I had a feeling it was going to be off. Oh, but that looks so much better. Keep that holding down. Oh, that is so much better. That is cute. I like that. I like it a lot. There's nothing really speckly on there. There's only flowers in the other one, so let's close that up. Let's see, by adding some of this texture, I reckon this one might, what did I say, this one. Grab a block. I only really need the end, but I'm going to grab some scrap paper. I've got some somewhere. There it is. It's not really white, but oh, I like the third one. So 1, 2. Oh, that's cute. Oh, my battery's gone. Give me a sec, girls. I'm spending more time than I think. Swap that over. Oh wow, that had 3 bars on it as well. Right, I'll hold that up again. But look at that, what's that's done. Added some texture to the happy birthday as well. Get my pad and clean that off. Oh, I like to do it as I go along. I don't like dirty stamps. But again, we've added some beautiful texture. I'm going to grab another couple of dimensionals. And I'm going to see what I've got in my twines bucket. I know I've got navy blue and black. I'll use my, grab myself my bow maker because I suppose I could run it through my hands, but 1, 2, oh there we go, I picked up my label with my finger. Pull it a little bit tighter. Whoops. So 1, 2, 3. Pull that together. Wrap it around the center. No, I'm terrible. Oh, Gaynor, you can't do it. No, I can't. Can you do it, girls? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to keep going. 4, 5. I'm going to under the back. I kind of do that one around your hands. I'm going to tie this twice. I'm going to keep the tails a little bit long, but not too long. And I'm gonna stick that on there with a glue dot. Maybe we'll do this in 2 parts because I don't want to be dragging around one long video. I think that's cute for a fella. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? And we can make some more on the next video because we've got all these bits left, loads of paper. We've made 3 gorgeous cards, and I'm going to use these gold gem. See that? It even wanted to go on the card by itself. Flicked up in the air. Right, so 2 gold here, and let's have a large one. Let's pop it on the center of the bow and create a beautiful 3rd card. So let's move these bits. I know I could be here for ages, but you certainly don't watch me mess around when I've got nothing planned. I've got my letters, I got my, I'll put my glue away before. So we've made a totally different card. It's a little bit like an easel card, but it's a triangle fold, fun fold card. The triangle pop out card. It's something different, and I've not seen one of them before. We just make it up as we go along. But there we go, there's the 3rd card. Let's get some of these out of the way. So we got card 1, card 2, this is, oh that's card 3. So we got it lays flat like a normal card, just for you, for the beautiful gems, and then it'll flick up and sit on a desk either like that. You can have it so it stands out like that, but I prefer that. And then we've got the beautiful country scene one as well. So 3 beautiful cards in the space of, I don't know, let me have a look. What am I like? Still won't tell me because I haven't finalised it. But there we go. 3 for now. Come back on the next one. We'll make another 3, and then, or maybe even 4. But I'd like to say thank you for watching. I love you all to bits. All glory to our great Lord and Saviour, who gives us these wonderful talents to share. Helps us to smile along the way and gives us joy in our heart too. So, till next time, love to you all. Take care and bye.